Alright, Zach. Hey, Zach, I'm Sarah.
Hey, Zach Washburn. Nice to meet you.
I'm a student physical therapist. I'm going to ask you about your ankle.
Okay.
What about that? So, first off, a couple normal things. What is your date of birth?
September 3rd, 1989.
Height and weight?
6'1", 230.
And who is your physician?
Dr. Alan Bass.
Okay. And he's in Greenville?
Yes.
Alright, what do you do?
I'm an account executive with Fox 24.
In Charleston?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what kind of recreation do you do? Your exercises?
Just typical exercise, about 2 to 3 times a week. Try to mix it up. Lately I've been doing like a kickboxing workout, so about 30 minutes to an hour on days that I do work out.
Okay.
Occasional running and some intramurals here and there. The last one was flag football last spring.
Okay. What kind of things do you do with your job that might hurt your ankle?
Just, a lot of walking, depending on when I did injure my ankle. I'm out and about a lot seeing clients, so, I'm walking everywhere, to and from the car and up and down, and, not really doing a lot of recreational activities, but, just the day-to-day operations or,
Okay.
just putting weight on in general.
Sounds good. So it's your right ankle. Let's take a look at it. Where does it hurt?
Right where the Achilles meets the heel.
Mm-hmm. So swollen right there. Right here?
Yeah, and then basically when I put pressure on it, it's real sensitive there. And then at night sometimes it aches around kind of the tops of the ankle as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna take a look at the body chart. You can look at it with me. So it's your left ankle.
Mm-hmm.
So which way is left? This is left right here. And then left right here. So you say it hurts right here. How far does it go up your calf?
It hasn't been, it's come down. It used to go all the way up to my calf muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'd say it kind of, meets in the middle from where my ankle, breaks in the middle, about halfway up the calf.
Okay. So would you say about right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then
right
you say when you work out hard or at night, it hurts?
Yeah, when I work out hard, it's kind of been a work in progress, getting that strength back. But at night, it definitely just kind of aches because it'll tighten up at night.
Yeah.
And so I feel a little aching. I really have to stretch it out.
Is that dependent? Is that you stretch it out at night?
Mm-hmm.
Is that dependent on the amount of work you do during the day?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. And you said it creeps up to the front on the the lateral side to the outside side?
Right.
So like right here to about like midline of your ankle? Okay. So when, on a scale of 1 to 10, what's your worst pain?
The worst it's been, I'd say, is about an 8.
Okay. Best pain? Or the best, how does it feel when it's, the best it's ever felt?
Since the injury?
Since the injury.
I'd say about a 3.
Okay. It's constantly 3?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And then presently, how's it feel?
I'd say about right there in the middle. Recently, I've been doing a lot more exercises with it, and so the more that I work it out, the more that I feel.
Yeah.
I know it's getting better down to that 3 again. So.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah, right about a 4 or 5, I'd say.
Okay.
So I'm getting close.
All right. Sounds good. So what kind of pain is it? A dull ache? Sharp?
Yeah, it's it's really fatigued, that muscle. When I originally had my consultation, it was I was kind of losing a lot of that leg muscle, which was the goal is to get the muscle back, to kind of create that because it's really swollen here. So when it's really kind of a sharp pain. Depending on what I'm trying to do with it, if I'm trying to spring off of that ankle, that's where the sharp pain happens, and I've been trying to work my way back into that. But while I'm using it and staying active, it's a sharp shooting, and then it goes into an ache.
Okay.
When I'm resting and it's kind of tightening up.
Sounds good. No tingling or nerve kind of things?
A little bit of tingling, yeah.
A little bit of tingling?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Is there any other point in your body that hurts, like your upper part of your leg, your thigh, your hip, your head, anything?
Mm-mm.
Alright, so we can basically check all that off. Alright. So when is it that you feel your worst symptoms?
What I'm trying to do, put as much pressure on there as possible.
Like
So I've
spring
been
out.
I've really been trying to ease it back into that.
Okay.
So I'm really reliant on my other leg and doing everything, together to ease, so I can do single, leg workouts.
Yeah. That makes sense. So what happened when this began? What did you do?
So I was playing flag football, starting last February, and the injury actually happened only a few weeks, and it was about mid-March 2013, so it's been quite some time. Yeah, so there was a play that happened, and it was a very awkward play, and I was going up for a ball and on offense and came down and just kind of got my feet tangled up with another player on the other team trying to play defense, and just kind of came down really awkwardly, and it was kind of all happened so fast. I'm not sure how exactly my foot landed, but I think it was something like like the front part landing on the ground, and it was just an awkward
on your toes like that.
Yeah.
While your foot was
Yeah, so I
pointed
came down and then came down and got tangled up, and it was just kind of a big blur.
Okay.
But when I tried to spring back up, it was just the ankle completely gave out.
Yeah. All right. And so sorry. You said it in the evening. It's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
But how's it feel in the morning?
The morning it is very tight in the morning. So the first thing I do when I get out of bed is really stretch that calf and try to get as flexible as possible, and then I do as many calf raises as I can before I kind of start my day off and get ready and everything.
Okay.
And that kind of takes, I feel like, gives it a little strength to just get in my normal walking routine.
Okay.
So that's usually how I start off.
So you said you do calf raises. What treatment have you done? Like, have you been to a PT or a physician?
I haven't been to a PT. I got a consultation with an orthopedic, and they gave me some exercises to do, as well as prescribed me with just some pain medication, just some Advil, for 2 times a day.
Yeah.
As well as stretching. They told me that I should get a heel cord box and set my foot up at 45 degrees just to get that stretch in, which I just usually use like a curb to make sure it's stretched, and then really as many calf raises as possible just on both feet, and just building up that calf strength. So that's all I've been doing with that.
Okay. Have you been sticking to that?
No, and that's really the thing. Like, it's kind of prolonged as long as it has.
Yeah.
I'd be really good one day, the other day I wouldn't. I do the stretches or not really doing as many as I can. So
just when you feel like
prolonged, yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had any other problems like this with your ankles?
I have in high school with one of them. I can't remember which one, but it was. It was about a 3-week max.
Yeah.
Recovery, just because I was in the trainer's office every day. Stem treatment, nonstop calf and band exercises.
Was it the same part of your ankle? Like your Achilles?
I can't quite remember. I don't think it was in the back.
Okay. Do you feel like it's been getting better, worse? What's going on?
It's been getting, I think it's the best it's ever been to date. So it is getting better, and I can tell the difference when I do stick to the routines. And really get that muscle back, and take some anti-inflammatories just to keep the swelling down. And,
how often do you take this?
I usually take about 2 or 4 a day.
A day?
Yeah.
Okay. So have you had like an MRI or radiograph or any?
They took an X-ray originally, and nothing was broken.
Okay. But that's all the imaging they've done?
Yeah.
Okay. But they said X-ray was good and everything? Okay. Who was it that you saw in the past, did you say?
It was Low Country Orthopedics.
Okay. So what is it that you can't do that you want to do better that has been affected by this injury?
Well, it hasn't been as uncomfortable recently with just day-to-day stuff, walking around and walking without a limp has been fine. But really just getting back into running and putting, that weight and having a solid run I haven't been able to do yet, and I'm almost there.
Yeah.
And just putting all that weight and be able to spring off that left foot, because I really haven't been able to do that for quite a while.
Does it hurt like when you start running, or does it hurt when you have ran for like 5 minutes?
A little bit of both, and I favor my right a lot more than my left, so it's kind of an awkward hobble when I do, and I haven't, so it doesn't hurt that much, but I haven't been able to really spring off of it, because when I do, that's when it really gives out. So
Okay.
I'm trying to ease into it.
All right. Are there any barriers with your home and work environment that might inhibit you from getting better, you think?
No, not really.
How's your family been, or support system with your injury?
They've been great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really good recommendations of exercises to do and everything. It's just a matter of, doing them
Yeah.
after a, long work day and everything.
It's kind of frustrating to try to do them.
Mm-hmm.
Have you taken any steroids or anticoagulants?
No.
Blood thinners? When's your last physical exam?
Well, with them it was in April.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever revisit them?
Yeah, so I went originally, and then I got referred to the Low Country Orthopedics. I guess it was probably the end of March, and then I followed up in about 2 weeks with them,
Okay.
and progressed, and everything looked to be fine.
And so they let you go.
And so he said, continue to do these, 4 weeks, continue to do them. If you don't see a significant difference, come back.
Okay. So how's your general health overall? Pretty healthy dude?
Yeah, try to be.
I hear ya. And we have your completed medical history. So do you have any other questions or anything I can help you with besides actually doing physical therapy work? Or anything you'd like to add about your injury?
No, I think that's it. It's just been, I guess kind of frustrating more than anything else,
Yeah.
just not doing. But I know, you can tell a difference, and I know that, daily exercises are going to get it back to where it needs to be.
For sure.
It's just a matter of remembering or, wanting to do them every day.
We'll get you better.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a plug to the camera?
Yeah. Thank you. I highly recommend Sarah Miller for all your therapy needs.
Woo!